dues. Time after time, I've done my sentences, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. On and on and on and on. 'Cause we are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows by curtain calls.
Hey, everybody, it's the top of the hour. Almost time. But that means you've got plenty of time to grab yourself a snack, get something to drink, share out the link with your friends and family not already in the stream. How do you get there? We'll begin in about 2.5 minutes.
As you cruise, I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. On and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friend. Oh, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we're the champions of the world. The champions of the world. Hey, the champions of the world. Woo! The champions of the world. Oh, no, 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 no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we're in our zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it. Move so phenomenally. Room on like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know.
Welcome to the virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for How Do You Get There? Please welcome to your screen, Stephen Ferris, and How Do You Get There?
Hey everybody, are we on? I guess we're on now. Okay. Well, hello and welcome to How Do You Get There, the show where we find out how different people get to different places, and find out a little bit about them on the way, and where we draw a map sort of an artistic interpretive map of the directions, which we can kind of look at the end of the show and ponder and try to interpret what sort of meaning might be there when we look at the image that's been created. And so we have a couple of guests tonight. We always have an artistic guest drawing the map, and tonight that is Kelly Brown. And our guest who will be giving us directions to places he likes to go will be Cesar Aguirre. I hope I, is it, did I
That's
get
a
it
common
right?
rendition of my name. Yes, it's a very
Okay.
common rendition.
All right.
Aguirre.
Aguirre. Yeah. I thought the I sound was the part that I got wrong, and I was right.
You did
So-
you did great with the first name.
well, I've been practicing that one. Okay, so we have you on here, and a little bit about you. You were talking to us earlier about some activism that you've been doing, and do you work at all with you were talking about housing and stuff? Do you work with the city council at all, or?
I was part of a group of community members who were involved in canvassing and campaigning for Katie Valenzuela. Right, she's a new city council member elect, the first in history for Sacramento that didn't take any real estate or developer money. So that's a bit of a game changer.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm actually running together with her on a slate for the California Democratic Party for Assembly District 7, which is just like the Central Sacramento region. So one of 14 people on that. And yeah, just focus a lot on housing issues, which is, tied into racial justice. I'm very passionate about just social justice in general. But I know that has to incorporate, right, like feminism, it has to incorporate, environmental justice. And so all of those things are connected, and all of those things matter to me and should matter to all of us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. When you say you're running on a slate, what does that mean?
It means that I'm running alongside 14 other individuals. There are 14 different delegates who can be elected for an assembly district of a state. And yeah, so Katie Valenzuela is one of them. I'm on it. There's 7 female identified and 7 non-female identified. And so we just have, we're stronger. There's strength in numbers. So we're running together on the Progressive Labor Alliance is what it's called.
Okay. So when people vote, they're voting for all of you.
All 14 of you.
Wow.
They
okay.
don't have to. We recommend, right? We run together, we promote each other, we're in solidarity with each other and on issues. However, folks can vote however they like. Like I just had a friend today tell me that she turned in her ballot and just only marked myself and Katie. It's like just voting for what she knows for sure. So
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, cool. So I would imagine then that there are places that you go that have to do with, some sort of administrative activity and stuff like that.
at times, I'm more so involved with a lot more direct action end of things. I mentioned earlier, right? I'm the chair of a community organization, a nonprofit, and do you want me to tell you where? Should I just throw out an idea of where I can direct us to?
Sure.
Where do people in the organization canvass if they?
So a lot of our actions take place around the Capitol or at the Capitol, which is a very contentious space right now, heavily guarded space.
Right.
But nevertheless, actually just today there was a car caravan that I helped run around the Capitol for the Women's March. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, with the inauguration of the president, right? The feminism is something that we want to highly promote at this time. It's a great opportunity to make some gains there.
All right. So let's have you give directions for how you got to the Capitol.
Yeah. All right. So starting in my neighborhood in Oak Park.
Just real quick. You don't have to give your address or anything like that. The only thing we want to start is just the general direction that you started in.
All right. From the
This is
east,
the center of Sacramento, and this is like east, south, west, north. So if you
exactly. Yeah, I'm
live
a little bit southeast of
southeast, like a little bit here.
of central Sacramento, which is the capital.
Okay, and you don't have to give street names or anything either. You can just say, turn left, turn right. What about this far?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, so I guess I'll just start with I got out of my driveway and went down the street. Took a right down the street, and then took a left. Yeah, out of my driveway, took a right, took a left, went, I don't know, maybe a mile down the road before I turned left again, and probably about 2 miles down that road. And then I got on the freeway and
which one?
I got on the 99 north. And,
Okay.
then promptly missed my exit because of how much traffic there was on a Saturday. I don't know why, but people were going really fast, and I was like, I guess I better get out of their way. And so I missed my exit. And
You,
got
you,
off
you
on.
turn around. I anticipated that you would turn around and take another exit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I did do a little bit of looping. We'll say I was thrown for a loop.
All right.
And then just got off the freeway, and I was like, I guess I'll just take this street all the way down, even though I'm already running late. So I took that street for, I would say, another 2 miles.
Oh,
Yep, that's exactly the direction I went. Yep, until
I
finally,
can't see the map. Why can't I see the map?
yeah, until finally I got to central Sacramento, and there I was, right at the Capitol. Well, really, we grouped up somewhere else for the caravan, but it was pretty darn close to the Capitol, probably like half a mile. So, yeah.
there you are. I love
That
that.
looks exactly like it. That looks like a freeway exit, actually. Like, that's what they look like, you know?
Oops,
A little loop.
I messed that up. I wanted it. Never mind. Oh, well, that arrow's there. I can't get
There's
Not
just
where I
arrows
wanted
there now
to put it.
forever. Yeah.
I wanted to like mark the ways you were going, but all right. So,
Well, I'm sorry, I'm messing with this to try to see how I can see. I can either see the map or I can see you guys, but I can't seem to be able
oh
to.
no, I see all of you.
With the screen sharing, huh?
Yeah, I can either see both of you or I can see the map, but I can't do.
Really?
How unfair. Are you the host?
I know. I feel.
I can
I
see
feel
both at the same time easily.
Yeah.
Stephen, you might be able to go up to the top of the screen where it says View Options. There might be some things that you can do there.
I love his voice so much.
Top quality.
It's just he sounds like the perfect radio announcer or something like that.
We making that work, Stephen?
No.
Well, just switch back and forth then.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Now I'm getting some different things. View options. Okay.
There you go.
That's what we want.
And okay, but right now I see both of you and I see the Stab logo.
All right.
So now you don't maybe. I mean, I know that there's like speaker view, and then there's all view all
Now I have a small thumbnail of the map.
gallery
I
view.
have okay, well, this works.
It's getting
We'll go with
closer.
this.
Yeah, if you can see the map and you can see him, that's great. Right?
Okay. All right. So, all right, we're back on. Now
You know
took-
what I look like.
You can look at me later. Yeah.
That's true. But anyway, so you took this street to the Capitol. All right. Now you were near the Capitol at that point, but you weren't like, you were still in your car.
Yeah, I can't really park at the Capitol.
Okay.
It's a
We could park
Like I
on the
said, it's a-
street though.
Yeah, like a couple blocks around it.
Okay.
Yeah, like a block away. Usually you can park by it. I was actually like where I stopped when I got there was like right underneath the freeway. So, and then yeah, go ahead.
What kind of car do you drive in that? What color is it?
I drive I drive a red Nissan Leaf.
Okay.
Just a generic electric car in red.
All right. Is it?
I bet it looks.
Sorry, what, Kelly?
I was going to say, I bet it looks like my car.
Looks kind of like a toy car, yeah.
I have a smart car.
Hatchback.
Oh, yeah, she has a smart car.
I have a bright red smart car.
What were you going to say, Steven?
I was going to ask if you have one of the newer Leaves or.
I wish.
Okay.
I want one.
Yeah.
They're nicer. No, mine's a 2015.
It's
But
amazing.
it does fast charging. Yeah.
Yeah, and the deals that you can get on some of these older EVs, I'm thinking about getting.
That's
one.
what I got a leased vehicle. It was only one owner before me.
Okay.
And then it was all downhill from there for that poor Leaf. But I love it.
It fell
Yeah.
from a tree, I guess.
Yeah, it serves its purpose still. That's what I say.
Okay.
I was like, hey, it's not, in tip-top shape, but it'll still get you there. So
My car is over 10 years old. Just people
Wow, they've
keep
been making
saying you
smart
need a
cars a
new
long
car.
time.
And I'm like, why?
That's true. Do they still make smart cars? I don't remember.
No, they don't. They don't make them anymore.
ooh,
So it's like
collector's item now.
rare.
yeah.
An electric smart car would be cool.
Yeah. A lot of people want my car.
I love the car you drew. It looks like the car that they like one of those downhill racers that the kids ride in.
Oh, yeah.
It looks totally like one of those little bullet machine. I think it was what was it, that movie Little Rascals? They built one of those, right?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like the car from Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like when I'm on the freeway next to those. There was a big I won't say, well, yeah, you can say it was probably a Trump supporter. There was a big pickup truck that was like weaving in and out of our caravan at one point, and I was like, well, my car could get squished. Anyone could get squished,
My
probably me.
car has absolutely no pickup, right? So if I try to get on the highway, it's just like people are honking at me, and I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can go.
Yeah, most gas vehicles have 4 cylinders, right? There's like V8s. I imagine a smart car has like 2 maybe.
I don't know.
Mine doesn't have any.
About cars.
It has great pickup though. Like it has instant torque, right? Even for a economic electric vehicle. But cool.
I'm sorry.
So something I just thought of that's kind of interesting is you guys were talking about the movie The Little Rascals, the new movie, right? And then
I'm talking about the old one. I've never seen the new one.
oh really? Okay.
Oh, I've never seen the new one
You were
either.
talking about like a Trump supporter and whatever, and then I was like, oh yeah, he makes a cameo in the newer Little Rascals movie.
Trump makes a
Trump
cameo in the
does?
new Little Rascals, huh?
Yeah. So I
Wow.
don't know if they're gonna remove that one too. Hopefully.
I wonder how new is it? Was he a president when he made the cameo, or was this like
No.
during his apprentice days?
When did that come out? Like 95 or something like that?
He just gets on there and he tells all the little kids, "You're fired." They start crying. It's a great comedy.
I think he plays the father of like a rich kid, but it's just like one scene. You never see the kid's father until
That's fitting.
one scene.
Yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah. So and Whoopi, there's a bunch of cameos like Whoopi Goldberg is in it, and
Oh wow, okay.
I think she plays Alfalfa's mom. So then there's a part where Alfalfa's like, "That's my mom," and then one of the other kids is like, "Whoopi."
For some reason, Trump's character also, like, totally irrelevant to the plot, but Trump's character also doesn't want to reveal his tax records.
Right.
You see,
He just throws it in there. I'm not giving you my tax records. It's like,
Oh,
no
you
one
can't-
asked for them,
you can't see, but
father.
Oh gosh.
can you see my Trump?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Porky President.
Nice. Okay, so let's get back to the Capitol. Do you guys want to do that?
That's Melania.
Uh-oh.
What is with that dress? I've seen that on social media. I don't get it.
She just walks
Right.
away and doesn't stop for the press and walks away from Donald.
Oh, she's just like, look at my
I'm
dress.
so
I'm
tired.
gone. But yeah, we're at the Capitol now, I guess. Or
Yes.
did you want me to direct us around some more?
Yes.
I mean, you could give walking directions from your car to the Capitol.
Yeah.
Well, I did drive my car to and around the Capitol.
Okay.
But I could talk about where I went next after the Capitol, because I definitely had to get some other places.
Sure.
We'll even, if we want to continue on this journey, we'll ditch the car and then we'll go by bicycle.
Okay.
Ooh, a bicycle. Okay.
We'll get to draw another vehicle and we'll see how that goes.
Well, wait a minute. What kind of bike do you have?
I have 3 bikes, but
Okay.
on this day, I was riding a single speed road bike with drop bars.
Okay.
Okay.
60?
Is this single speed? Yeah. That's it. Yep.
Fixed gear?
Fixed gear. Yep. That's what I ride.
Nice.
It's my favorite one, at least, to ride in the city.
Okay.
Someone, I think, are those Harry Potter's glasses?
This is called American Primitive.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't look like a bicycle to you.
I could ride that. Yeah, I'm sure I could make it work.
Have they
No,
made
I have
glasses
little
that
spokes.
have frames that look like a bicycle? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be dope. Yeah, that's a great idea. Wow. We're
What-
onto
what-
something now.
What would be? I'm sorry.
Glasses that look like a bicycle.
Oh, yeah. You know, oddly enough, I was walking today and I thought of a wacky character, you know, like they do for improv and stuff. And it was 300-pound bicycle police.
300 pounds of bicycle police?
300-pound bicycle policeman.
Oh my God, that's great. I want that to be the bicycle policeman that harasses me when I'm at the Capitol. Be like, all right, you want to stop me? Okay, I'll see you later. I'm just gonna walk away
Try
now.
and chase you, you know,
Yeah,
sneak up on you.
that's great. I'm glad that they, put the bigger folks on the bicycles. It's good. It's good. It's equal opportunity. Did you want to put maybe like a seat on the bicycle?
Oh,
It should go up on the rear part.
okay.
Because I see the
Yeah.
handlebar. You did the handlebar really well.
Yeah.
I could grab that.
That's
Look at that.
that's
Yeah,
not what I want to do. But
that looks good.
Oh, yeah, pedals, right?
Yep. I have a bicycle on my wall. I don't know if maybe I should have offered that. Like, that could have helped a little.
At least something to copy, right?
Yeah. It's a little too late now. The welds are in. It's. Now we're just going to have to go with this new hip design for a bicycle. They're always trying to reinvent it.
Maybe that's what it is.
Cool. All right. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, let's say I got done with this action right at the Capitol and I ditched my car and now I'm going to get a sandwich. I was like really jonesing for a sandwich. I was like, let me get the sandwich in real quick before I go on this bigger bike ride. And so,
You know, you see this?
what's that?
It's a bike rack.
Oh,
Okay.
not how I carry my bike in my car, but yep, I can see how that actually, yeah, it could work. That's like the hatch, I guess, the rear part
That's,
just hangs off of it.
So you're,
put the seat down and then throw it back there. Or,
Exactly. I just throw my bike into the back of the car.
cool.
well, never mind. I was going to say it could fold up or something, but it wouldn't be a good bike if it did that.
Yeah.
It would just be like a clown bike or something like
Get
that.
these sandwich directions on there. I want to see the sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you went to get a sandwich.
Yeah, and I guess if if that circle is my house, then I would have started probably somewhere at the rear of the Capitol, so right around where that little arrow is there. And then I just moved away from the Capitol, right? Like in one direction.
That's not.
Whoa, that's a
supposed to be
bigger
like
arrow.
that. I just want arrows. Well, I just want arrows this way. And of course, if I want it like
Yeah,
that,
there I go. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
that's what I want.
And then I took a left. That's good. I just went away
right,
from the Capitol
okay.
and I took a left.
Oh, I like this.
There we go. Yeah.
A left. That's straight. Well,
Yep. I just went a little bit ways down that street and there was my sandwich that I'd ordered on my phone before leaving.
okay.
And there it was. I just picked up my sandwich. So there we are at the sandwich shop. And then I went to my friend's house. Should we just go on with my next destination? Is that cool?
Yeah, let's keep going. Now at this point, did you
Ooh, a
ditch
sandwich.
the bike and
This
pull
is a
scooter out
submarine
the back?
sandwich.
No, I ditched my car in downtown Sac. We're just gonna go with that because I think these arrows represent my bike path now.
Okay.
This
I was
is- this is
asking though, did you?
I actually,
Yeah. See what
I was gonna say, I actually have a certification in geographical information systems, and so it's really imperative that we make the different trail mean something else. Otherwise, we're gonna confuse
Yes.
people, and especially we're gonna confuse the experts, and then the experts get upset when they're like, "No, why did you do this? It has to mean something, right? There's a legend." So
you could actually,
actually, this looks great.
and this freaks me out.
Hmm.
You could look at your Google Earth maps, history, whatever it is, and it tells you like minute by minute where you go every day for 16 years.
Yeah, mine used to give me updates and be like, "Only took you this long to get home," and I was like, "Who asked you?" Like,
Yeah,
and,
oh, it's creepy. I mean, it's just,
yeah.
it's creepy.
You better leave now if you want to make it to work on time. And I was like, okay, Google, I got a mom, thanks. And
It's
then
like,
now my phone thinks
where
I'm
you
talking about
go. And then, they get all your cell phone information and track your location for,
Oh, there's so much tracking going on.
yeah.
Good to turn off your geographical information services on your phone, geographical location services. Also recommend DuckDuckGo instead of just your regular internet search browser
Right.
or search engine. Mhm.
I am familiar with DuckDuckGo.
I didn't know what it was like only 4 days ago, and I was like, oh, I should
Really?
probably do that because
Well,
sometimes I get targeted for things.
I probably used it when it was first came out.
That's awesome. That's great.
So anyway, yeah.
So that bread, that black thing, is that my sandwich?
Yeah, it's a submarine sandwich.
That looks just like it. That's what it was. Yep, they had meatballs in it, vegan meatballs.
You got it.
I can see the vegan meatballs.
If I had more time.
No, I don't think anyone put any time constraints on you, Kelly.
Did you have your sandwich toasted?
Oh yeah, all sandwiches are served hot at this place. So
Oh.
the bread was Dutch
Can he-
Crunch. And it
Can
was
he
delicious.
tell us what? Can he tell us what the place is?
Yeah, I don't. Can I, Steven?
Yeah. I just want to make clear you don't have to, but you can.
Oh, yeah. I went to Ike's Sandwiches on 16th Street because I can easily order from my phone
Okay.
app.
Cool.
And then my sandwich is there when I get there.
Little plug in there.
Yeah.
Last time I did this, I accidentally told everybody where Stephen lived.
Oopsies. Last time I did a stream Zoom, I put my voting number on the screen. I held it up. I have it here next to me. But thankfully, I have now blacked it out. I was like, hey, everyone, look, you just put this number in there. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's private information.
And then Trump tried to use it as evidence.
And then Trump wouldn't stop emailing me. No, that actually happened.
Oh,
Oh, the emails have finally stopped, thankfully.
okay.
It's like the ex that doesn't get the hint, like you try and let them off softly and
Yeah.
they just email you over and over for 3 weeks
Yeah.
past the election. Like the worst thing is like, usually you're like, okay, the election's over. They're going to stop now, right? No, with the Trump campaign, they were like, we cannot let this happen. We will not give up. We are still going to bother you on this email that you had when you were 13 years old. It was my and he kept calling me Jimmy in the emails. And I was like, I'm not Jimmy. Don't call me Jimmy. I don't know who that works for, but it's not working for me.
So, did you used to call yourself Jimmy?
Never called myself Jimmy. My middle name's Julian, but I've never gone by Jimmy. I think
That's a pretty name. I like that name.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yes.
I'm afraid we have strayed off topic.
Hello.
I think we have, yeah. But, it's the times. So,
Right.
I'm drawing protesters.
okay.
Yeah, people.
Gosh,
People power.
Do you have any?
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. I was usually you'd be happy when somebody was elected, right? You go, oh yay, new president, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait until he was inaugurated. I mean,
Yeah, it's just like a sigh of relief, right?
deep breath. Although he could
Yeah,
still be assassinated.
Yeah,
But-
we want to be elated about when someone gets elected. For me, it's like I never
Yes.
was really excited about.
No. No, you're frozen.
Did we lose him?
Oh, I just heard you, but you're not moving.
Where did he go?
Huh.
Come
Well,
back.
yeah, just like deep breaths. And it's like you're used to so much stimulation, that, and you don't have it anymore. And at first you don't know what to do. I mean, you're just so used to being constantly bombarded.
Yes, we had 4 years of that, right? Like exhausting over and over.
Yes. This
We
is
made it.
not supposed to be a political show, is it?
No.
No, but you keep making it one, so.
Well, we decided to go to the Capitol, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, plus
and
we
you,
have
and you asked me onto the show, so.
Yeah, we've got an activist on the show, so we got to expect some political stuff. So you ate your sandwich.
I ate half of it. Yeah, and I was in a hurry.
Oh, and you just left the other half?
I think I have it in my backpack here still.
Oh, all
This
right.
was hours ago. Yeah. It's going to be okay.
That
I have a
symbolizes your
toaster oven.
community organization.
Yeah, I just, I didn't want to be late for my other engagements, which were social.
Oh, so you can't tell us where they were.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about it. I went on a bike ride with some friends.
Okay. How did you? Was there a destination involved with the bike ride? or-
There was like grabbing beers and food at the end of it, but really it was like, okay, let's meet up, and then I'm just gonna figure out a route, like when I meet up with all the people,
Uh-huh.
the 5 of us, including one baby.
Oh,
Okay. Do you remember what the route was?
I do because I was the one who came up with it.
so you went home and then you went, you from the sandwich shop you went.
From the sandwich shop, I met up at one friend's house.
Okay.
I went in that same direction away from the Capitol, right?
Okay.
And then
Actually, should be an arrow, but that's your friend's house.
Yeah, it's okay. We can use lines now too, if that's all we got.
Oh, no.
And yep, and that's perfect. So I went a little bit further down into Midtown at the friend's house, and then we went kind of just back in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like almost all the way to the Capitol, actually,
Oh, this
but a
way.
little bit more to the. We took a right at some point and then another left. We went a little bit more north.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's interesting to do because sometimes you think, if you just go back the same way, it's going to be boring because you already saw all this stuff. But actually,
Oh no, we didn't. Oh, this is even the
No?
beginning of the bike ride. I'm just gathering a friend to guide them to the other friends, where the ones with the baby, right? So we met up with the family,
Okay.
and then we went on
Is this where the family
12-mile
lived?
ride. Yeah, just north of the Capitol there. That's about
Okay.
right. Yeah, that's perfect actually.
Oh, thank you.
So there's another house. The little squares are houses, right?
Yes.
Um,
Well, yeah.
and then from there, so like if you were to just go straight down, right, from that point, we just cut like in the middle of the Capitol Park. Yep. And then you just keep going. You just keep going.
Oh, yeah. I can.
We
I
went
can
for like,
find.
we went probably for like 4 miles down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we did Sutterville Road,
That's
and I was like,
that.
yeah. We went past Land Park. We got onto we took a right, keep going. Yep.
Oh, okay. That's the part.
Yeah, that's Land Park, and we went past it, and then you keep going past the park, and then you just actually right at the end of the park, you take a right, and then we went over the freeway, I-5, the other freeway, and yep.
Like over by where the Sprouts is and stuff.
What's that?
Going north.
Oh no, we're on bikes. We can't go on the freeway. That looks like an on-ramp.
What are you doing, Kelly?
We could go on there. It's just, 2 of them had e-bikes. I'm pretty fast on there, but it's still probably going to be bad news. We jump on the freeway on our bicycles. We went over the freeway. That's okay.
And it just indicates the freeway.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a jelly bean.
All right. So you went by the freeway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say we went even further than that because we're going all the way past where the Capitol is. So,
Oh, so this
You know.
way still.
yep, keep going. Probably past the house, the random house next to the. Yeah, that's good. Because we go any further, we're going to go into the Sacramento River. And we want to ride along the river.
Ooh.
On the bike
Not
trail
off into
there?
Yeah, exactly. Little bike trail that one way it'll take you to the pocket if you go south, but we went right. We went back to old Sacramento
Okay.
along the Sacramento River.
And I guess they're probably not running that train right now, are they?
No, they're like never running that train anymore. I think those tracks are actually going to be converted into because they feed into land.
Oh,
you're-
it's like you froze again.
Yeah. Well, that gives me time to do a better river.
Okay. I wanted to talk more about that train.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So with the train, there's a train museum, right?
Right.
But no train?
Well, Cesar says they don't run it anymore, but for up until until the pandemic started, as far as I was aware, every weekend they would run little excursion trains from the museum to just before the bridge that goes over the freeway.
Yeah, they
Okay.
used to. They definitely used to. But I think with COVID, it's been out of use. Like usually they'd use it around the holidays and stuff. Not this year, right? And so they've been looking to put that overpass and the tracks that feed into Land Park and convert it into just like a recreational area that meets up with the Sacramento Trail. Because the overpass over in 5 is a little choppy it's not really fun to walk over. There's no sidewalk. Riding on a bike is okay, but it would just give people a safe path to access the river. Safe public, right? Accessible to everyone. Path to get to a nice, it's beautiful views right off the Sacramento River there.
Yeah. Well, see, I like trains a lot. So, I'm into the trains and I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, I rode on the excursion train and I think I did it for my birthday and they actually went a little bit further than they normally go. So they went
Cool.
over the 5 and all the way down to Sutterville Road and then they turned around. but they were talking about, some sort of plan that was had been talked about where you get some kind of a deal where you ride the train, you buy the ticket for the train, ride it down there, and then you could get off and go to the zoo or something like that, and then
That'd be
back
cool.
and go back. But if they take out those tracks, then that wouldn't be possible.
Then you wouldn't be able to.
Right.
You've been on that wine train, right?
I've never been on a wine train. No.
It's in Napa or something.
Yeah, there's-
I was very disappointed.
Sounds like fun.
I'm
There's
sorry.
Disappointing though,
trains
huh?
all over.
It sounds like fun.
It is. You have wine on it, but it just like goes so far and then turns around. It doesn't even turn around. It just goes back the other way, and it's not very far at all. I was disappointed.
You still had lots of wine to drink, huh?
Well, yeah. And there was dinner, there was food as well. So, and then, it was a work thing, it was a work thing.
The nice thing about bike rides is you can make up the journey as you go, right?
Right. Everything else, is almost predetermined. Cars, you have roads, right?
Yeah. Right before we reached Old Sacramento, actually, when we were probably right around where you drew that, right before where you drew that train, on that little like blue path there.
Oh.
There was like 100 people on bicycles out there in front of the path, in front of the path we were taking. And so we were like, they all just stopped on the path. And we're like, what do we do? And I was like, I think that there is a little road that goes down onto the tracks, actually, right before you get to the Tower Bridge, right? And I said, I think we can like deviate off of the path that they're taking up and go around them. Because, COVID and also just traffic. And we want to be, as mindful as possible.
So
so we did that.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
So say you were on a bicycle, right? And say there was like a crosswalk. Where's my cursor? Shoot. I messed it up.
Disappeared.
There we go. But I'll just do this. All right, say it is a crosswalk, right? And this is, I don't know, a sidewalk. This is the place. Okay, so this is a crosswalk, and it's against, actually, this way. I should have put an arrow, and this way. So it's,
An
anyway.
intersection. Mm-hmm.
Would you get off your bicycle and walk it across the crosswalk? Or would you just ride your bicycle?
So are we talking about a four-way intersection with cars as well?
Well, it's the crosswalk. It's the 2 lanes. Yes, 2 lanes of traffic. It can only go 30 miles an hour. I mean, it's not like it's not an intersection. It's just.
Oh, there's a crosswalk traversing traffic.
Yes.
I mean, I would probably not get off my bike. Some people have different comfort levels with their balance on a bike, but I would definitely stop if the cars don't have a stop, wait for traffic to clear out. And some people would be more comfortable walking their bike. I would probably just ride. I would slow down, see if I could even not get off my bike at all.
Usually the cars always stop. That's not an issue. I should have been more specific. Say there's a pedestrian walking across here and you're on your bike and you don't stop and get off your bike and walk it.
Oh, I'm traversing the crosswalk and there's pedestrians going in front of me.
You run
the pedestrians definitely have the right of way. We have to slow down for them as cyclists as well.
Pedestrian has a right. You're supposed to get off at the crosswalk too. And so this guy yelled at me, right? He's like, "Hey, lady, watch where you're going."
You were on your bike and
No, I was walking.
Okay.
I
Oh,
was
the guy on the
pedestrian.
bike yelled at you.
Yes, he yelled at me, watch, lady, watch where you're going. And I yelled back at him, hey, you know, you're supposed to be walking your bike anyway. A pedestrian always has the right of way. But then he was gone.
Well, it depends. If you're on a street and a lot of sidewalks, a bicycle doesn't have to be walked, right? But they do have to yield to pedestrians in all situations. In
Right.
all situations. So I actually used to work for a local bicycle nonprofit here in Sac too, and yeah, there's never an instance where like you do not yield. Like in downtown, right? Most of downtown, like around the Capitol, that's actually a bike path, the big sidewalk. So there's bikes riding alongside pedestrians all the time, but you have to slow down until you can safely pass them. You also have to like stop if they're crossing in front of you anywhere.
And you don't whiz by pedestrians like an inch
No,
away from them.
you want to pass just like cars are supposed to give 3 feet when they pass you on the road. You should give probably at least 2 feet, right? When you're passing a pedestrian, because they might not know you're behind them, and it's also just courteous to say, you know, what side of them you're passing them on, so they're aware, and do it slowly. You know,
And
do it
say
really slowly.
something too, like on your left or whatever.
Yeah, like excuse me on your left.
Something.
Sorry, right? Like, not I own the road and get out of my way. You're wrong if you get in front of me. Yeah. That guy was just projecting.
I was crossing the street one time at O and 24th.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking west on O Street, and this guy going north on 24th Street on a bike. I was just walking, and this guy was coming on a bike, and he crossed O Street and just started biking right towards me, and basically passed maybe with like, I don't know, maybe a foot right in front of me as I was crossing. Yeah. I mean, if I was going just a little bit faster, he would have hit me. I reached out and I grabbed his backpack.
Wow.
I let it go, but I'm pretty sure he knew that I grabbed it, and then I just let it go and nothing happened. But, I felt like that was enough to let him know.
Like, hey, look, I'm so close to you. You passed so close to me that I could reach out and grab your bag. Right. That's not safe.
I was tempted to grab it and shove it, but I didn't. I restrained myself.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if I don't come to a complete stop for a pedestrian, typically what I'll do, like if it's a one-way street, right, I'll just go into the other lane, go around them, right? I'm a small bike. I don't take up as much space as a car. I don't have as much mass, right, as a car. And so I make sure that I'm not a danger to any pedestrians as much as possible, because you're going to get hurt on a bike too if you hit a pedestrian. Like, it's just in everyone's best interest to give them a good wide berth.
Yep.
Yes, well.
So,
that was transportation related.
Where are we now on our journey?
Oh, we were at the
river.
train, right?
Well, there are train tracks up there by. Actually, Old Sacramento starts right at Capitol, right, and that's where we ran into that big mob of like 100 bikes on the trail there. It was really a boardwalk, and then we just kept going along the river, until this is going to be off the chart here, off the map. We decided to go all the way through Old Sac. I did a really bad thing, and I went diagonally across an intersection too, almost caused some of the other folks on the ride to get hit by a car. But we don't have to keep talking about that. I did a bad thing.
Kelly, if you go off the map, then just start over on the other side.
From this side. Thank you, Stephen.
That's a great idea. Continued at the bottom of the page.
All right.
But yeah, now I'm in Old Sacramento, and then we kept going down the trail, right? We went through Old Sac and met back up on the river trail. So that would have been like a right, and then a left, and then another left, like a little square. Yep, exactly like that. And then another left. Yep, and then we're back on the river trail. This is on the north side, of course, but no, that's too many lefts.
This way.
That's one too many lefts. Because then we made a right, and I kept going north,
Oh, okay,
South
sorry.
now, Kelly.
That's good. That's
I'm
what's up.
sorry, what did you say, Stephen?
I said you were going south, but now you're going north. So
Ah, okay.
Yep. We took a left, onto Jaboom Street Bridge, and that took us into Discovery Park at
okay.
the confluence of the American and the Sacramento River.
Ah,
That's right. Yep, we went over the Sacramento. Technically, it's over I think at that point, the American. It's all weird because it just like
Oh.
merges.
yeah, can
together.
I can start at the bottom though and draw another river, right?
Yeah,
How does
it's
the,
fine.
which way does the, which way is the American River run? Like
East to
if
west.
this is north and south, what's the other direction?
Yeah, Sacramento goes north and south, and then this is Sacramento, right? It should be on this
Uh-huh.
side, and then the American River just kind of like goes east to west and flows into it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it makes like a little, I guess, T shape. Yeah.
Okay. So it's just sort of like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Okay. So then where did you guys go after Discovery Park?
Well, we went along through the park, right along the bike trail in there, and then looped around. We kept going. So once we went over the river, I think we took it would have been like a right, really looped like in a circle underneath the bridge that we took. But we'll just say we went towards the right, and kept going until we reached
Is this
a trail. Yeah, this is like going along the American River. Yep, just like that.
okay, but more like here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird because like I said, the bridge is actually crossing over the American, which is that east to west one, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's good actually. Like that's exactly.
That's the bridge.
So, yeah, we'll just ignore that line there on the top, that peach line on the top. But that looks just like a bike trail because the bike trails are green on most maps. And then we kept
okay.
going
Okay.
until eventually, right? We probably went down like 3-4 miles there. And then we went and we took a right and we went back over another river, another bridge over the American. And that took us like behind the Blue Diamond Almond Factory, which is like the largest almond processing center in the world here
Oh,
in Sacramento.
wow.
My dad worked there for like 40 years, over 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Finally retired. And yeah, and then that, after we took that turn over that bridge, we just kept going like south, right, into Midtown Sacramento.
That's a factory. See?
Yep.
With the
Yeah,
chimney.
it looks just like that. It billows smoke and steam. I think it's steam
You
actually.
keep saying that.
Saying what?
That's so nice.
Yeah, it looked just like that. That's what it looks like. Go over there on C and what is it? C and 16th Street, and then you'll see that building right there. Just it won't be green. It's like white.
There's a big brick building over there too, isn't there? Or no?
They have a brick building, yeah. I think it used to be a Salvation Army building. Like for years, I would go there with my grandma who lives right there in downtown still. And just Blue Diamond just does not stop with its purchasing of land in that area. They own like 2 square miles of land there. And so now they inhabit that old brick Salvation Army building on 16th and C.
Oh, wow. So
See how it's now brick?
Look at that. Magic.
Okay.
Wait, there's more.
Are you talking about the Salvation Army store, or did they have like a warehouse too?
It was just a store. Yeah.
Okay.
See that?
Look at it's a Blue Diamond. Nice. That's exactly what that looks like, actually. The same color and everything.
I think I've bought Blue Diamond almond milk before.
Oh, you know
Probably
what?
not.
I love almond milk. I love it. Have you ever, do you drink almond milk a lot or?
No, usually I drink hemp milk now, but every once in a while
That sounds good.
Really?
so good.
I
Really?
like oat milk.
Yeah.
I love almond milk, and I like almond chocolate milk.
Yes.
It's
Chocolate.
very good. And then almond, it's the season is over, but almond eggnog
Mm.
as well.
Almond nog. Yeah, that's the only
Yes.
nog I drink. It's great. Trader Joe's. Another plug.
We should have a party.
We should get a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Almond party.
Oh, yeah.
I like to eat almonds by themselves, just raw.
That's the way. That's the most efficient way to eat an almond.
Not even like roasted or anything, just raw.
Just raw almonds. Yeah. That's the most sustainable.
I carry around it is really more packaging than I should buy, but it's a little thing of almonds. It's an emergency snack, right? In case you're out and about and you get hungry.
That's good. I do that. I have fig bars. That's what I
Yeah,
have.
you
I
eat
have fig
something.
bars in my backpack at all times because they're my emergency fuel when I'm on my bike.
So you don't buy a bag of Cheetos.
No, I'm vegan. Almonds, good. Figs, good.
Meat bad.
Meat, not for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had tater tots the other night.
That's
They
some
were
vegan junk
good.
food right there, man.
I know it's not something I would ordinarily have. It is just so
But
not
they're
me.
great.
I'm sorry.
But they're great.
Oh yeah. They were like, I don't know, maybe loaded tater tots or something.
That might not be vegan.
Huh.
It's got a little asterisk on it. Not necessarily vegan.
What were they loaded with?
Well, you know what? They had I'm sure they had cheese. So
Yeah, see, that's out.
Sometimes
No,
they put
that's
like
out
pulled pork on
already.
them too.
what is that herb that they have in there?
Cilantro? Oh, green onions,
No, no.
chives, parsley.
I think so. I think it's no. Anyway, it had it had that in it.
Catnip.
What?
Catnip?
Garlic, ginger.
Oh, it had garlic in it for sure. And I mean, I didn't even have ketchup or anything because they were perfect.
Hey, Steven, where can our viewers find this video? I don't know that information.
I don't know that off the top of my
If
head.
they wanted to.
If you go to Stab's Facebook page, you will find the links to all of the feeds there.
Awesome.
I do know
Because
that.
I wanna send these directions to a friend, and I figured I'll just have them watch this video because that's the most efficient way.
Well, no.
These stay up so you
Here,
can
look.
watch.
Woohoo!
Are you pulling it up right now, Kelly?
I was saving it.
That was purely sarcastic.
Oh, I was gonna.
But I do want my friends to be able to watch this too. That I do want, and I do want them to see your beautiful creation, Kelly.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
send it to you.
I would love for that to be sent to me. Please do.
I think Jesse doesn't take these videos down, so it'll always be there and people can watch it be
Cool.
created.
Stab comedy.
Oh, boy.
on Facebook.
Stab
It was
comedy.
really, really nice meeting you. I had fun.
Yeah, it was great meeting you too. It was a lot of fun. I love doing things just for recreational purposes.
So,
Yeah.
Stephen, well, this is funny to me because I have no sense of direction whatsoever, obviously, and I don't know where anything is, even though I've lived here for 13 years.
Only 13.
But it's I have a fear of driving and agoraphobia.
Mm.
So I don't drive very far away. That's why all of this. But it's not sad. It's funny.
This
But
is like
after-
therapy for you.
after being a guest on this show now, your life is going to change, and you may start to venture out farther. That's what I'm kind of feeling that right now.
Yeah. I actually drove to Natomas and back the other day, which is something that's really good for me. Do you know where
That's good.
Natomas is?
The northern part of Sacramento. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure where I live.
I know very well. I've ridden my bike there and a little past it and back. Actually, I think riding bicycles is what's given me like a pretty good sense of direction, a good mental map.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can't always look at your phone when you're on your bike.
I think that's great. That you do that. Are they going to cut it? Is Jesse going to cut us off in a minute?
Well, yeah, we should wrap it up. Show's only an hour long and whatnot. So, for parting words, Cesar, do you have any housing project agenda type things that you'd like to plug on the?
Yeah,
on the
absolutely. So we're almost at the end of January, and that means that the eviction moratorium, right, the law that says that they can't kick people out of their home they haven't been able to pay over COVID, is about to expire. And so we're asking our assembly members of the state to extend that moratorium because, we don't know that the federal government's always going to provide that relief. Thankfully, Biden did issue an executive order which extends that eviction moratorium. But we're also we're demanding, right, the cancellation of rent and mortgages for all those folks who, just couldn't make ends meet, couldn't make any income because they were doing what they were supposed to do and quarantining, right? So
Right.
That's where we are now and where we have been for the last year, pretty much.
And what could viewers do to help that come true?
Yeah, so an easy step that you can take is just to go to aceaction.org. So that's acceaction.org. You can also go to aceaction.org/stop eviction cliff. And that will take you to a page where you can instantly message your representative and say that, hey, yeah, I want to not have more people be homeless when we already have a huge homelessness crisis. And yeah, so treating, housing as a human right, I feel like is just going to end up a better world for all of us. So that's what we want to do.
Okay.
Is that right? ACC Action?
ACCE Action, yeah. Alliance of Californians for Community Empowerment.
There.
That's right. Yay. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Great plug.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, Cesar, and thank you,
Thanks
Kelly,
for having me.
for drawing the maps. And I hope you guys have a good night, and good night to all our viewers out there. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Stab for having us on. And
Thank you, Stab.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Okay. You too, Cesar.
All right. Well, thank you, Stephen and Kelly and Cesar. Already out the door.
Well, he's a busy man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can't
Thank
even
you,
blame
guys.
him.
So much fun. That's it for us for the evening. Do join us again tomorrow. It's the second edition of Stabernacle at 3 p.m. with David Coleman and Skip Bacon. If you want to get your Sunday churching on with Skip and David, that's at 3, followed at 5 by the Suzette Vanetti Show. Hope to see you sometime tomorrow. Or, you know what? Check out the full calendar of events at stabcomedytheater.com to see everything going on and see when you might be able to drop in if you can't see us tomorrow. Either way, thanks for hanging out. We will see you soon.